Hey everybody, Lars again. I wanted to post something and I know I haven't done many projects or hardly any, but this is more important to get this off my chest and tell everybody pretty much what's been going on and where I want this to go and what I've figured out just this weekend, let alone the month of February. Uh, if you're watching this, there's 3 other videos out there that yeah, I went ahead and posted them because I'll just tell you, I've been procrastinating doing this and just waiting on doing this, trying to get the model stuff going and together and recording more of that and getting into it. But I had mentioned earlier, I said in one of the videos that I did this all wrong and I need to fix it or something to that effect, or I said that to myself, one of the two, but whatever the case, I wasn't going to post them because they weren't perfect. They made no sense. I was jumping around. I couldn't finish a thought. I went from one thought to another, one story to another, and I felt like I was rambling, kind of like I am now. So I deleted them, and luckily I still had them in the trash because we went to visit a friend today. Actually, went to get a deep tissue massage. I'll get into that in a minute. But we talked about that, and she was like, "Well, so what if they? So what? Who cares? Just do it because it's going to make sense to somebody, or it could, but don't. Just show them that it's just you in raw form, and people make mistakes, and you went from this level to that level, being able to talk and not really in front of people, but." I'm like, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense to show, I'm nobody at the moment on YouTube, but hey, shows I'm human anyway. But I tried to make a lot of notes this time because this is really deep, people, and there's 4 people that I listen to on a regular basis as far as tarot cards, spiritualism, channeling, uh, collective information. If it works for you, it's great. If it doesn't, you know what? Hey, there's the door. You don't have to listen. And I love that about this. So many times things have resonated and spoke to me about what I'm supposed to be doing. And I made notes because I don't want to botch it up. And I'll put them in the footnotes, but the people I'm talking about are uh, Cortnie with the Divinely Aligned channel. She kicks my ass every time I log into that thing, and it's like telling me, who cares what people think? Get out there and do it. Show your passion. Do your thing so that everybody else can grow and do their thing, and the world can grow and do its thing, and so on and so on. And there you go. I love that about her. Let's see. Channeled through Freya. Ray is another one. Freya. Love her absolutely to death. I love all these gals. There's 4 of them, and they're all 4 spot on and so much alike, but so different. And I feel like I'm wandering again, but it really helps to have, if you're into spiritualism or you understand anything about it and you understand how the world works, and why we're here, or even if you don't, this is going to help you figure that out too. That's why I'm here. That's what I want to do. It's like I'm in this community, or trying to get in this community of model makers and start there, but I want to, I have this passion of trying to join this community together of like-mindeds and try to bring, with Freya, I watched your I think I may or may not started a podcast, and hey, I'm ready to be on your podcast. So consider, hopefully, these videos, if you see this and them, my suggestion video or what a submission video, if you will. But conversation is what I've been dying to look for, or dying to do it, and looking for it, and looking for it, and looking for it. And when I started trying to overcome this fear, thank you, Cortnie, again, and Tookie. Tookie's another one, and Eluna. I'm actually starting a class with Eluna. I'm taking Cortnie's advice and doing things I've never done, getting out of my comfort zone and learning new things. And things have just happened that are unbelievable. So kudos to them. I'm still listening. Hopefully I can be a part of their community one day, but I'm getting into it here. So anyway, about the messed up videos, but Fred said, no, just leave them there. So I pulled them back because I was just worried, and I was like, man, I'm gonna look like I'm stupid, but yeah, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna share it because it's been a crazy month for me. I don't know how many think about this with the fire horse and the Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius, and I'm an old dude. This month, February, has been intense. The whole Aquarian thing has been so freaking intense. I felt like I'm on fire. I can't sleep very well. Sometimes I can sleep for 24 hours. Sometimes I'm up for 24 hours. No sense of time. It's all gone. It just doesn't exist right now. And it's kind of weird, but kind of cool. But I feel like, and I'm going to go back. My notes are scattered. I'd hope they would help, but they're not really helping. But I'm just going to tell some stories because everything that's happened to me this weekend and this past month, I've seen it come through full circle from why did I learn this years ago? Why did I have to go through this? Till now, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it played out. And it's an amazing feeling, guys. I don't know how to tell you otherwise, but I'm going to try to get through this. So back in high school, if the little pack that I had together, our little group of friends, we always played penny poker. Loved it. We loved it. Guys got together and we had our little time. And we always said we were going to get together on New Year's Eve. Forever. Nah, it didn't happen. But when I look back at it, I would get so pissed off because I was the one that had to do the instigating, the calling, the setting up, the finding the place to play, the who's free this weekend. I always had to do it. And then if I didn't do it, it didn't get done. And so I got tired of it, and then we just kind of, after high school, parted ways. So it was a really rough time for me to understand and didn't get it. And another thing that I've done is, and I'm seeing this as gifts now, but through my whole life, I've always seen things that other people can't see. Like you walk by me and you drop something, but you didn't know you dropped it, and the person that's coming next behind you doesn't see that you dropped it, and they're going to get hurt. Or their dog's going to pick it up and run off with it, or something to that effect. I'm the only one in this entire world that saw it. I'm thinking, and it doesn't matter what it is. Somebody could have left a dish where there's been a mouse seen or something, or somebody left something that's poisonous to dogs. It's happened all my life with various things, and I always thought people were stupid. I'm like, really? Do you not understand what you just did? Come on, do you not see that? And now I understand. Hey, I was put in that situation to rectify that situation, to stop the bad, what was going to happen, and I never saw it till this weekend. That's part of my gift, as well as being a creator and an inventor. I can imagine and create things in my head, and then I can bring them out and see something out of nothing. And it's a unique thing. I know a lot of people can do it. A lot of the communities and the crafting communities that I've tagged, we can do it. You can do it. It's great. It's amazing. But a lot of people can't see that, and I don't. If they're an artist, they may do it on a computer, and they don't understand take a piece of foam and turn it into a crossbow. And they never like, how did you do that? I don't know. Like Eddie Van Halen once said, I don't know. It just comes to me. Anyway, Alright, deep breath. Let me keep trying to go here. So anyway, that led me to the thought of, because I listened to Freya had a podcast that said she wants to create this community of people to just discuss and talk about things. Not necessarily world events, but things that nobody's ever talked about. I'm like, man, that's what I want to do. I don't care if it's, I mean, I'm getting burned out on the Epstein file. Somebody just do something about that, will you please? But I want to talk about new things and new ways of doing and building the community, so when all this stuff falls away, we started it. It's up to us. We're starting it, and I went in on it because I have the ideas out the wazoo. I just need the technical people to go with it. I'm a technical guy myself. I'll get into that a little bit later, but that's not my forte anymore. So this weekend, totally forgot. We had booked a deep tissue massage today, Saturday. That's why I'm in bed. I'm been put through the ringer. Anybody who knows the old style washing machine. Sorry, chewing again. And I said no caffeine in the other video. No, it's no nicotine, no tobacco, no nothing. It's all herbal. But so yeah, I had this deep tissue massage today, and it was amazing. I actually listened to a guided meditation. That's another person I'm going to tag. I listen to her all the time. I fall asleep a lot to it, but I never get into a much deeper sleep unless I do. But it's her name's Rasa, Rasa. Her channel is Pura, Pura, Rasa. Unbelievable. So I listened to that today, and if you've ever listened to one, they talk about relaxing your body through certain points. Start with your feet, start with your next to your knees, work up your body with your chakras and everything. Wherever he was touching and massaging and getting into, she was on point with let your body feel this, let your feet feel this. He was on my feet. Let your back feel where you separate from you and what you're laying on. And he just happened to be working on my back. Well, it was great. And that was through 3 different meditations, because twice he hit my earbud and changed it, stopped it, and once my hand hit it and stopped it. But every single one of them worked out to where what he was doing. I'll tell you about, anyway, yeah, that really helps if you've ever done one and have a guided meditation like that. I saw things that nobody's ever seen before, probably. I'll get into that sometime too. But Cortnie, Eluna, Tookie, Freya, Rasa, check them out, guys. Just check them out. If it doesn't work out for you, you don't like them, move on. Don't harass them or nothing. But today I had some good conversations with the story. So another Freya, I'm coming back to you, girl. You said to watch for detours. You just had a fun story about your detour led you to unforeseen circumstance. I'll let people find that out if they want to know more. It worked out for you, and I've been thinking that myself the whole time too. It's gonna work out no matter what, because we totally forgot about this deep massage thing, and I've got a hole in my backyard where I started my Zen garden medicine wheel slash garden. I'm going to do a teepee shape and grow up this year with buckets, and it's going to look cool. I'm going to have that. I'm going to start recording that, but I've got a hole and we're supposed to get rain. I'm like, crap, I've got this stuff ordered that you're supposed to spray down and it locks everything. I've got some stuff from Arizona trip, some red rock I'm going to include in there, and some sand, and got the medicine wheel all perfect with the rocks that were left here in Missouri from this old subdivision. Has a lot of walls that the Civil War was back in the Civil War days. A lot of that type of coral. Looks like coral, but it's not. It's I can't think of the name of it, but it's a certain rock that's prevalent in Missouri. You know, they knocked a lot of fences down and built houses with them and built different things with them. But there's a lot of them, excuse me, on this property here that I'm reincorporating into the yard. So I'm like, all right, it's gonna work out, gonna work out. Well, stuff's slowly getting here, and then I've got tomorrow, Sunday yet. But I did sign up for a class, got out of my comfort zone. That's at 11, so I'll be running out of daylight. The bad stuff's supposed to hit tomorrow, so I've just got to cover it up with some plastic or something. So, but I know it's going to work out. But the detour thing, we were driving to the deep massage. All of a sudden, the highway's closed. We're like, what the hell? What do we do? Oh, no, we had to get off the highway. Had to. Well, it looked like it was an emergency thing. Some trees had fallen or whatever, limbs, and the guys were there cleaning it up off the highway, which you have to do that. So here we are, freaking out, panicking. What do we do? So we live here. Come on. So we just, got the GPS, got it back to the highway, blah, blah, blah. Didn't even think about the detour. Didn't even think about it. Didn't look at it till we got about 10 minutes from our destination, got off the highway. Right before we got off the highway, I turned to my fiance and said, "Well, we just had a detour. That is so weird. I didn't even think about paying attention to it because she said to watch for detours, and it may tell you something or something you didn't know." And I was like, oh, well, I know there'll be another one. So we get off the highway, and she remembered hearing that conversation. And as soon as the light turned green, we took off, crossed over the highway, went through some more stoplights, made a right-hand turn, stopped at another stoplight, kept going through after that turned green, past a school, past a monastery, some different things. All of a sudden, my fiance goes, "Oh my God, I don't have any recollection of anything while we just got off the highway." That was about 3 to 5 minutes. Same amount of time it took us for that detour. Angels looking out for us, maybe? Just saying. It wasn't about the actual detour. It's what the detour did to us and for us. It stopped us from getting somewhere at a certain time and avoided an accident, which we saw lots of car parts and some cars parked along the side of the road and people getting out. So just saying. Anyway, we get to our destination. I have my deep massage with the whole guided meditation thing. It was amazing. I actually saw what I look like as a light being, as they call it. You don't have to believe, you don't have to whatever, but that's just what, if you know, you know. If you don't know, pay attention, because it's kind of amazing. But I saw myself as that. And it was, if you remember Human Torch from Fantastic Four, he'd flame on, and he would just look engulfed in flames. Well, this was more engulfed in ribbons, like that guy that blows in the wind at the used car lot sales. But it's just ribbons, light, see-through ribbons floating and flying through my body shape. I couldn't make, there's no features. And it was illuminated in a lavender with gold. And it was just amazing looking because, those electric balls you can touch with and the little electric goes everywhere, electric signals. That's exactly what it felt like or looked like all through this thing. And while the guy was massaging where he was massaging, I could see the ribbons and this featureless body shape was there doing something too. And it was a good time. It was great. But anyway, it opened up so many stories afterwards that I talked to my friend about. I talked about the detour thing. All of these channelers and meditators and ladies that I listen to have all said, you're going to be rewarded to be in your zone, to be in your higher vibration, as they call it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I've never worried about that. I've never worried about money or worried about anything like that. I mean, I have, but I haven't. I've been through a lot, so I've had everything. I've made 100 grand a year, near that, and I've been dirt poor, lived on the streets. So I've been through a lot, and that's another reason I'm here. I've been through every story. I bet you that, other than killing somebody or beating somebody, although I have been accused. Uh, yeah, I bet I've got a story to tell everybody and share and have a like for like and say, hey, this is how you get through it, type of thing. So I've learned that as well. Here's something I did not finish. I think I mentioned before in one of my model videos, but I started it earlier on the other one, is that I've had 6 surgeries. I think you saw me take a puff of a pipe. Yes, I do smoke weed, but it helps. I've had the 6 surgeries. I've had a lot of pain up in the upper section because I've had my spine fused because it was deteriorating and can only function in my hands and whatnot. They were getting numb, and I do too much with my hands to do that. So I had to. There was a lot that went right for me to be able to get all these surgeries done, but I'm left with the pain, which is fine because I was bedridden for a couple of years. I've had 2 hip replacements, partial knee, carpal tunnel in both wrists. So, and I need an ulnar tunnel in one of them. My elbow's really bad, and I've got arthritis in my hands so bad I can't. It's difficult, but I'm trudging on because, yeah, it's gonna be better once we get all this crap falling down the medical system. You name it, it's crumbling, and it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. So I'm gonna have a whole new lease on life soon, anyway. So I'm just trudging forward. Anyway, alright, so as far as this goes, being rewarded, I'm not expecting any money or anything, because I finally got disability. That's another little thing, but it was funny because I was like, oh man, but do we have enough cash to pay this guy the massage? Because my fiance does readings, tarot readings, oracle, whatever, psychic. She's a psychic medium, Reiki master, and so she was trading a reading for her massage session, and I was worried about ours and being able to pay for it. But as soon as we got there, his wife needs a reading, and oh, lo and behold, those two were talking, and so, well, let's just trade both for both. Now, we didn't have to trade cash, but she's trading her time, but it's the barter system, man, like we did back in the day. I'll trade you this, trade you that. So it worked out. We didn't have to fork over any cash. That's a little, in my mind, that's a big win, but a big, little thing that is a big thing in my mind of I'm being rewarded. Same thing with that detour. Same thing with my disability. I had not planned on disability coming because I had been denied like 3 or 4 times, and the new lawyer I got said, man, you should have been approved a long time ago. You had the worst judge you could have possibly gotten. Tell me your story and put it on paper. So you know what? I finally quit abbreviating, quit thinking they're thinking the way I'm thinking, because not one person on this planet will think like you do. Thank you, Cortnie, Freya, Tookie. Yeah, I've heard y'all say that. Nobody knows what you're thinking, and nobody else thinks exactly the same way you do. So there ain't no way. People I called stupid, they had no idea. They dropped something. I was the only one in the room or outside that saw it. So, anyway, yeah. Where was I going with that? Dadgummit. The little rewards. So, yeah. I finally just gave a dissertation. Felt like it was, I was turning in a script to a movie director. Because I did. I just laid it all out there. And lo and behold, one day I'm shampooing the carpets, and fiance goes, come here, you better sit down. I got it on my back pay. I got approved. I was like, wow. So we were able to pay off a big win, but still got rewarded. I was just in my zone. I can get in my zone doing anything. I worked at a grocery store and it was a shitty night. I faced all the canned goods just for no reason. But it was fun. I got into it, and before I knew it, hey, it's time to go home. But yeah, it that was amazing. So we got a lot done. Got a car with it. That'll be another story. Um, but that was we set some money back for taxes. Well, this year rolls around. It's tax season. We go to turn our taxes in. We're also planning a wedding to go to in April. Freya, we're traveling southeast, coming back up to the Midwest. So you mentioned traveling on your podcast thingy. If you're anywhere near Louisiana, Florida, whatever, North Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, in the next couple months, April through May, mid April to yeah, whatever. Yeah, I just hope to be on your podcast someday. But I think my role is to actually to bring the community of the creators that I can associate with the community of, hey, this is where we're headed. We're getting to like-minded people, going back to community. We need people who can invent and create, and people who have the ideas, and the teachers. And those people need to intermingle, because Eluna has an amazing idea for an irrigation system that I want to be a part of big time. This one guy, Nighthawk in Light, has been. He does stuff out of cardboard. You can seal it with all natural stuff, so it's waterproof. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm seeing this that nobody else is seeing. I need to get a Luna. I need to get a computer chip guy and Ben together so we can create this irrigation system out of, at the very least, cutting our own trees, but paper, cardboard. It's a freaking amazing papercrete. Come on, people. Wheat paste. It's made of flour and water. Cardboard made of paper and trees. It will dissolve in the planet and be better. Come on. Let's get this going. Let's get this show on the road, people. We got to get together. And if it's like high school and the guy's playing poker, if it's like seeing somebody drop something, if this is what that is, I got to try and get these communities together to get our brains together to create this community like never before. And I'm supposed to be a part of that. I'm the music guy. Just let me know when you want to be entertained. I'm creating something with music that's going to be like nothing else. Anyway, totally other movie or video. But all those little things. And so, yeah, I can't tell you the highness I've been on for the past month. And trying to look at things so differently. Whenever I have a mad thought now, I look at my dogs and I give them extra love and pet them. And I do that so long, 5 minutes, whatever. I don't even think about why I was mad anymore. So many little things like that. So yeah, Freya, come to the wedding. We can do a podcast at the wedding. I'll be your Robin to your Batman crime crusaders. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what else did I write down. The guys weekend. People don't wait. Yeah, don't wait. It's never going to be perfect. A couple things I wrote down is, don't strive for perfection. Freya, I know you're a perfectionist too. Cortnie, I think you mentioned you're a perfectionist. Even, what's her name? Oh, gosh. My teen at Nerdforge as a perfectionist. But, strive for excellence. What's excellent for you? That's what you should strive for. Not perfection, because you'll never get it done or you'll never do it. I never would get this going if I was looking for perfection. All right. So yeah, I just shared the crazy month. The crazy kind of day. Wow, something else getting out of my comfort zone. Like I said, I'm taking a year-long, like a meditation class, something I've never done, a mystery school with Eluna. I'm glad I happened upon it. She's so intellectual. Uh, just to pick her mind, just to listen to her is freaking amazing. I find it fascinating because I'm getting burned out on all the stories and all the podcasters of the Epstein deaths and the Three Eye Atlas deaths and all the UFOs and the aliens. I'm interested in it all. I was sucking in all that information, but I'm burned out on it, and it was taking up all my time. And it was like a little litmus test I did on myself. It's like, okay, I'm watching this stuff because we need to know about it. We got to be interested in it. I'm interested in it, but we got to know what's happening. But I need to create and get into my vibration and get into my zone. And baby, when I get in my zone, look out. Emotions rise to a new level. But it's great in a great way. But yeah, so this whole dang it. See, I always forget where I'm going with my oh, the different types of, yeah, I listen to a lot of different opinions and theories and conspiracy theories, if you want, or whatever, and how they're coming true and this and that. Okay, it's not serving me anymore. I'm wasting my time with it now. I feel I need to get more into looking within and without, and then to bring others within. So that's why I need to occupy my time. That and this instrument, this percussion instrument I'm creating along the way as well. I'm gonna make it out of cardboard, and believe it or not, yeah. So that's gonna be a freaking awesome. What else did I write down? So yeah, don't just strive for excellence. You know, shoot for the stars, as some of you may know, remember, maybe not. Show my age here, but back in the day, the America's Top 40 on the radio, Casey Kasem, the guy, would always say, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. But I think there was also one that he said, somebody had said it, maybe it was even Carl Sagan, I don't know. Reach for the stars, but at least you may reach the moon. Could have been Kennedy, I don't remember. I'd heard it before, and I thought that always stuck with me. I like that one. If you strive to reach for the stars, you'll probably get to the moon. That should be good enough. That's excellent. What else? Sharing some stories. I promise I'm going to get into projects, but I'm always going to have a story with a project. There's no doubt about it. That's why when I said I wasn't doing this channel, doing it the right way, that's not exactly what I meant. I meant I wasn't doing it as I intended it to be, because I was waiting for something, and I don't know what it was. I was waiting to record more model videos, to record more of this, to record more of that, to post it, and then I'd go back and look at it, and then it would suck, so I wouldn't post it. And then a month later, here I am with nothing posted. I started it in January, and I posted nothing. So I need to get off that horse, quit worrying about what, it's not going to be perfect, quit worrying about it and just do it. So that's what I'm doing. I was not just as intended. Yeah, so that's where I came up with by what led me to name this channel. Passion perpetuates purpose. I think I heard Cortnie say that one time in one of her channels, and that stuck with me too. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal it if I did, but I just thought it stick with me, and I said it wrong backwards in the video that I went ahead and posted it. I deleted. I started to say passion perpetuates and I corrected myself. But you know what? The more I thought about it, it goes. It's a never-ending circle, man, and I love it because one can perpetuate the other just as easy. Just as easy. And then I never got it until I was. Wait a minute. There are no coincidences, I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you. So, oh yeah, that was it, tying my channel. I want to try to tie this channel too. So that's why I'm posting at night after my deep massage. I want to get something out there by March 1st. Hopefully my little cursing and pipe doesn't get me cut off of here, but I hope this reaches the people I'm going to tag, and it makes sense, hopefully. And sorry for babbling. Hopefully I cleared some stuff up. Oh, I didn't yet. The weed in the pipe. It's not just weed. I'm getting into herbs and tinctures and different things. Because of my surgeries, I'm on various medications that I'm tired of. I don't want to be on them. I feel like they carry a certain amount of whatever it is to keep our brains from remembering who we are. And I'm slowly weaning myself off of it. Nobody knows that except now everybody does. Except my pain meds. I get out of bed, I feel like I'm a freaking Frankenstein monster put back together because everything hurts. It's so sore from sitting still so long, laying still when I sleep. That's why I go to bed so late and get up maybe 4 or 5 hours later. It's not enough sleep, I know, but that's if I sleep all the time, like those days when I was so tired from being the Aquarius and the moving into the age of Aquarius and the whole fire horse thing. I could get up at 9 a.m. I'd be back in bed after lunch at 1 and sleep till the next day and do the same thing again the next day. And I was so sore. So sore. But man, after we finally broke it with the solar eclipse, I tell you what, I feel so much better, man. There for a while, I felt like I was going to come out of my skin. And I was so freaking hot, I couldn't get even the dogs to lay by me at all. I couldn't even lay by myself because I sweat so much. Every night I would sweat. So all these, I like to call it upgrades because a lot of people I watch call it upgrades with what's going on with the planets aligned. And oh yeah, that's another Aquarius, Age of Aquarius thing. Lots of stuff happening in April and the planet alignment going on now and the blood moon next week. It's not over, but it's, I tell you what, pop some popcorn, people. I think it's going to get interesting. Just bombed Iran. How much of a distraction is that? Really? Come on. Uh, if you only knew what it's really about, one of these days, yeah, you'll say it's a conspiracy theory, but you know what? A lot of them are coming true at the moment. If you know anything about any of the Epstein files, so I don't want to get into it anymore. I'm with Freya. I want to start a community, whether it's online, whether we travel around, meet at a campsite, whatever it is. I don't care. I want to start it. I want to get it going because that's where our lives are going. And we need to do it. We need to come together. We need to say F all of this racist BS, all of this, I'm better than you. No, no. F that, people. Come on. Wake up, smell the coffee. There ain't no politics. There ain't, it's all for show and it's all a distraction from what's really going on. When you learn that, come back to me and we'll talk. You're on your own path. So I've had to learn that the hard way. I can't beat nothing into you. I can't tell you about it. I can't show you a book. I can't send you videos. You're on your own path and you'll do it when you do it. So that's been a hard lesson for me to learn, especially with family. Because I'm like, are you kidding me? You don't see this? It's back to the, and nobody else sees this, that you dropped that. So yeah, I get it. Whatever, I can't, I'm not going to force anybody. I want to find the like-minded people that want to talk about how are we going to create this new irrigation system that's self-sustaining. My God, all she did was channel what she normally does. Eluna. Oh, girl. What's your channel? Eluna. It is Eluna Noel. I'll have her down below. Guys, it's perfect. She has channeled higher beings that gave her the blueprints through her just telling her. And she threw it out there. She's like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not an engineer. It sounds logical and seems like it would work, but hopefully there's an engineer watching this. oh my God, I can picture it. I can see it. I can see it working. I can draw it out for you probably. I don't know what the things are called or what would make this do that or how to develop this computer chip. I mentioned before I was in computers. Yeah, because I was born into a musical family, and this is why I'm the percussion. All right, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. How much time am I? I'm at 40 minutes already. I'll do it. I'll do it. I wasn't gonna do it, but might as well. You know what? There's nothing to be hidden anymore. I mentioned my fiance's a Reiki master, and I had a Reiki session back in January. And I guess we started on my back when I was laying on my stomach and then turned over. I can't remember exactly how it was. But at a certain point, the Reiki master will tap on your head to, give you the third eye opening. And the whole time, we got the music, it's dark, there's no dogs bark, it's quiet, everything's perfect. And I'm really I can see this liquidy water, but it's like the color of what oil and water mixed together look like, but it's the dominating color is this lavender. Something about lavender and gold is the most predominant. But anyway, I've never even I like purple, but I always thought of it as a girly color, whatever. No, I don't care. But I need to, yeah, I thought that was kind of amazing. Anyway, getting beside the point. Dude, when I looked, I saw the clouds, and I may cry. I don't know because I get so emotional with it. And yep, here it comes already. But it's so real. It's so real, man. And I'm not kidding. I was born into a musical family. My parents died when I was young. My dad was a music teacher, band teacher. My mom was a choir teacher, church teacher. Taught piano. I did take piano lessons, dumbass. But anyway, I look up in the clouds and she's doing this, and all of a sudden, I see my mom and dad, and they've all kind of got their backs to me, and they're talking to, like I'm crazy, Neil Peart and Eddie Van Halen. I'm like, well, what the hell is this? Yeah, okay, they're my favorite musicians and whatnot. Okay, that makes sense. All of a sudden, if you know Eddie Van Halen, what he looks like, and is that little chitty grin he's got, turned and looked at me and said, "It's not time yet, man. Go back. We'll get back with you." I'm like, what? And that was right after I started my channel. And all I've been thinking about now is creating this instrument. So I can't help but think there's a relationship there with, I'm tapping into something, so I'm getting back to my roots. Because as soon as I wanted to go to college and be a band teacher and follow my parents' footsteps, but man, I was a drummer. I couldn't read music. I didn't want to learn how at first. But then when I got older, it was just so hard for me to pick up. And then I got to college, and they're shoving music theory this, and perfect pitch this, and you got to do blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, God, if I can't learn this, how am I going to teach anybody? So I packed it up. I shoved my drumsticks, and I never looked back. Got married, had kids, did the corporate route. I climbed the corporate ladder, man, from the ground up, self-taught, and computer everything. Making close to 100 grand a year for a while. Until one day, I just said, I'm tired of this. It's getting too out of hand. It's updated too much, too fast. I'm getting older. There's the younger generation. I'm not going to be able to keep up with these guys. I'm seeing the older guys older than me struggling because they have to use a computer and they've never used a computer to do their job, man. So what's next? I don't my brain was tired and I knew it just wasn't for me. It didn't feel like it was for me. So I did a lot of almost nomad type thing life for a long time. And it was a low time. It was a hard time. I'll get into that later. But yeah, so I feel like I'm being led back to my music thing. So that's why I said if I can bring communities together through whatever I'm doing, I just want to sit and create and talk about it, or talk about what do you create, what do you think about it. That's all I want to do, man. And I want to play music when we're done. We've farmed for the day, chit chat about whatever, because we're gonna pat ourselves on the back, and we have some moonshine that we made in the backyard from the fruits that we grew, and have a good time. And I'll play some music. Maybe some others will. And uh, Julia, my fiance, will do some teachings, to those new community members. I'm, I'm starting my garden and figuring out different ways to do different things, and trying to see all the communities out there and how they're doing it. But I want to bring the people together. Another thing, I'll close on this. Like, we went to Sedona last year, and I'll never forget the thing that stuck out in my mind is this. Um, it's a peace on earth totem. I get not really a totem, but it's an obelisk. But it has six sides on it facing the ancient, whether it be the Mayans or the Egyptians, or the over in who is it over in China? Yeah, ancient Chinese, Ming Dynasty. The ancients, they would have in different language. It would say peace on earth, and I want to do that in more than just sex. And I want to make it tall so that it stands up above all of our houses in this community here, so that people will look at it, and that'll be like a beacon or something to, hey, what's going on there? Because dude, the time is here. Everybody says we've gone from to a new Earth and this and that, and from 3D to 5D, and we're here. So let's get a move on. And I'm here to help perpetuate that. So anyway, I think I've made it through all my notes. I'm sorry this is long. Another thing I'm reaching out on, sorry, I'm starting a Tai Chi class, and get back into some basketball too. Maybe I'll hit the Senior Olympics in a free throw contest. Who knows? But stuff I was passionate about before, I'm going to try to get back into and get some upper body movement, workout type of thing, and get this soreness gone. Because when I smoke, I smoke herbs to see if it's going to, for anti-inflammatory, because I want those pain pills gone, man. I want them gone. Yeah, I was getting them for free through Medicaid, but that stopped. But I'm still getting them real cheap through Medicare, and that was another blessing. I got approved for Medicare. Boom. So I haven't had to worry about that. But I went off of it. So I'm experimenting with what is going to work for me. So right now it's mullein, herb, and weed, and it does help. Because I noticed when I stopped, I forgot about smoking it one time when I was doing all the heat stuff from the solar eclipse and the fire horse, and yeah, all that stuff. I forgot to smoke it. Now, I was so freaking sore. So I know it helps. I know it's helping. I got some other things brewing in the pipeline that I wanna try to. Sorry, this is 50 minutes. Hopefully somebody's gonna watch these. Look for my next one. My next one is I'm gonna edit my moon water video, because there's something that's highly. I don't do it the way I said it, but I'll explain it there. And then maybe the next one will be next morning day I have and get out there with my garden. All right. Remember, passion perpetuates purpose, perpetuates passion. Keep the circle going, and let's get this new community going. Freya, look me up.